Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Theo here. Today we're going to be unboxing the Hirono Bear Vinyl Plush Doll. So I believe this is their first Hirono doll, and it's a plush of the bear. And I know they recently released the Hirono plush pendant, which I have here for size reference. So literally, it's a lot bigger. So I just thought it was very interesting when they announced the Hirono Bear doll, and I was like, didn't that already come out like recently? So I think they came out like maybe 2 weeks of each other, maybe even less. So that's why I was very surprised that they did like one after the other. As you can see, the box is huge. It features Hirono and the bear. And it's actually kind of textured in the box. Not sure if you can see it on the camera, but there's like a kind of like a embossed texture on here. Unfortunately, my box came with a little cut here, but I think everything else is fine. So it says Hirono on top. Pretty much the texture of the bear for this entire box. And in the back, there's some like little information, of course. But overall, it's a very simple box. So let's get an unboxing. And we're done unboxing. So it's a very simple packaging. It actually came like this. There wasn't any plastic or any like protective wrapping when it arrived, which I was very surprised because I think most of the products, at least the bigger products that Mart has, comes with that plastic film wrapping. And sometimes I do take those off before filming the video because it causes a little bit of glare without the lighting. But this one just came like that. So very simple. As you can see, Hirono is huge. He is strapped down a little bit. So let's get him free. And it looks like there's a giant zip tie right there in the back. Just cut that free. And I see a little bit of tape in the corners. I assume there's more than just that one singular zip tie. So let me just unwrap these. And they are bound by these plastic ties. So you do have to kind of get in there to cut them off. And he's free. There's a card for authenticity in the back of here, so let's take a look at that first. So this is a relatively simple card. It just says Hirono Bear, Vinyl Plush Doll, and on the back it's just Hirono and Mart. But yeah, it's a very cute illustration. I feel like that'd be a really cute sticker. And now let's take a look at the doll. He is definitely very big. And here's like a size comparison again for the little plush pendant and him. So you could tell that the materials is very different. The plush pendant is a bit more bright and vibrant, whereas this one is a bit more like dull and a lot more kind of mangoed up. I don't know how to describe it. It's very rough looking. The feeling of it is actually not very soft. It's pretty rough. It's nothing, I don't think it's something that you could really like cuddle with. It's more so of a display piece. So one interesting thing about this doll is that the bear head is actually kind of like a hat. It's almost kind of like the Molly, Space Molly helmet that just kind of closes down, but less fluid. You kind of like push it down a bit. So you could kind of still like a bit of Hirono peeking out from the bottom. I'm not sure. It's hard to kind of fully close it in unless you put some force into it. But I mean, display like this, you can't really tell. So let's take a look at the bear first. We have a button eye right here, and I think it's like a beady eye right here. Yes, it's kind of hidden under all the fur. But it's a little like old, maybe a little creepy looking. I know some people have mixed feelings about this because it's just not really that cute in a sense, but traditionally cute. And the snout here is actually very soft. It's made of a softer material with like embroidery detail. And for the Hirono, the face is completely made out of vinyl. It has the traditional Hirono eyes and the Hirono kind of freckle kind of look. And I'm just gonna see how much, oh, I guess the whole thing comes off. So you actually see the head is full vinyl. And oh, it actually turns too. So it's pretty detailed the way that they designed this, which I appreciate. But let's put the bear head back on. And one of the ears also have a bandage on it, similar to the way that this smaller one has. And yeah, just because it's so fur, it's kind of hard to see the details. The other ear has kind of like a burlap material and embroidered Hirono on it. As for the body, there's like a burlap patch kind of sewn on purposely. And the paws of the bear is the same as the nose. So it's a softer material too, which is nice. Postability wise, there's joints in the arms, but there's actually no wires in the arms, so you can't pose the hands or do different kind of positions with it. And the same for both. So you could turn them to like a hugging pose, but you can't actually like close in the arms on him. And as for the legs, on the left side, it has a Hirono patch on it. Well, two Hirono patch. One is his name and one is the face. And the other side doesn't have any patches. I assume the legs can pivot too. I feel like it can. I feel something in here. Maybe not. Oh yes, you can. It just takes a little bit of effort. So you can put him on like a sitting pose. Pretty cute. But the feet don't turn, so it kind of fixed like this. And we take a look at the feet while we're at it. That's the same kind of fluffy material as the nose and the paw. And this is kind of like just kind of like a fabric material. It's like kind of rougher fabric, a bit more stiff, but it's not like a burlappy material, so it's not too rough. And on the back of him, he has a tail. It's like a button tail. I know it's kind of hard to see because of how furry it is, but yeah, it's like a button tail right here. So overall, it's very cute. I think I actually like him more than I expected. Originally, I was kind of iffy about it because it just looks so raggedy. But yeah, now that I look at him, he's a pretty cute display piece. I know some people think he's a little like creepy or cursed looking, but I think in person he looks a lot better. Also, on the butt, there are very, very small tags. One is Hirono and Mart, and then there is a QR code for authenticity, but it's like very small. But yeah, do you think he should be displayed with that bear hat off or with the bear hat on? It's still very, very challenging like that. I kind of like this peak of Hirono's grumpy face with it kind of like half on. Like, I don't know, he looks almost a little sleepy. So it's kind of cute. Let me know what you think of this plush. It's very different and not what I was expecting from Hirono as his first vinyl plush doll. I mean, the bear motif, it fits because he has a lot of bear things. But just because they had this released like a week or two prior, I was expecting something a little different. I honestly wish it was in the dinosaur outfit that you could see him in one of the vinyl figures. I think that would have been a nice contrast, and instead of having kind of like a back-to-back bear, kind of darker theme release, I think the dinosaur would be a little bit like cuter and brighter. But hopefully that's something they're working on next, because I can't think of anything else that they would put him in other than dinosaur next. Maybe cardboard? But that'll be kind of weird. I guess a cardboard plush? I don't know. But yeah, thanks for joining me in today's unboxing. If you liked what you're watching, please like and subscribe. And remember to check out my video description down below for links to my socials and link to my shop. And until next box, bye.